is science fiction locomotive Colossus. It runs on 3 adjacent tracks, and this is it in its complete full configuration, which is about 140 feet long to scale. Although it doesn't have to run this way. This front section can come off, and then Colossus can run like that, just with those 2 pieces there. But also this piece can detach. This is the main part of Colossus, the middle section, and that houses the main running gear. It uses the front section for extra boost. The 2 rear coaches carry troops, and it has laser beam cutters on the rear, and these are to cut pathways through tunnels which have been closed off by the enemy with rubble, or doorways that have been put up to shut off entrance and exits for trains. So the locomotive is used to cut through those sort of things, but mainly it's used for reconnaissance. It's a sort of SR-71 style machine. It doesn't have to run with the coaches though. It can just run on its own. It can run with the front section attached. The front section can just run on its own as well. So it has various configurations, and I thought that was quite unusual and quite different for a locomotive design. Here is just the front section on its own. Here is the middle section that does span the 3 tracks, and in this configuration the 2 outer tracks are used by the coaches. Of course, this rear section could be something else as well. You could have all sorts of combination for a Colossus locomotive. So I think that's a pretty cool idea to have different combinations. I hope it is. This is another configuration too. The 2 sections here are the front and middle section. So it really has about 5 different variations, more really. Could I get it to go around corners? Well, if I cut off those little winglets or made them hinged, then it probably could. And the front bogie is also glued, so I would need to unglue that. And I need to take the wheels out of the snow ploughs either side of the middle part, but then I think it probably would go around corners, because the coaches would go around at different speeds as one radius is more than the other, and that's fine. I'm not going to try it though. In case you were wondering, this is a big boy locomotive lined up against Colossus. So you can see Colossus is quite a lot larger. And Colossus is one of 4 locomotives in the Leviathan type. Leviathan was renamed Ajax, and the 4 locomotives are Ajax Behemoth, Colossus and Dreadnought. So there you go, a little of the history of Colossus. Of the 4 locomotives though, Colossus ended up the fastest. No one really knows why, but it's the one that managed to go faster than all the others. The speed is classified, some say over 1200 miles an hour. The Railcar, the Lightning Railcar, that achieved 1217 miles an hour. And Lightstorm Mallard achieved a speed of 1260 miles per hour, 10 times the speed of the real Mallard. Leander is fast for a little shunter, 444 miles an hour. So there you go, some history of Colossus.